The people on tired, the people on fed up. Poor people they suffer, the country don't ganga. No future for the youth, so tramadol and push. Paopa, they treat we like we not sober. Guess don't be here, but mine don't be here. Your past don't be here. Petrol don't turn boy picking.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Free town.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Bokono kene makailan.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Makeni pot block kabia.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. When me soldier them left, right, left, right, left, right, left. When me youth man them left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Yeah. Paopa, they treat we like we not sober. Guess don't be here, but mine don't be here. Your past don't be here. Petrol don't turn boy picking.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Free town.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Bokono kene makailan.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Makeni pot block kabia.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. When me soldier them left, right, left, right, left, right, left. When me youth man them left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Power to the people. Why we economy not stable? We not able put food on the table. We don't tire with them parable. Paopa, they treat we like we not sober. Guess don't be here, but mine don't be here. Your past don't be here. Petrol don't turn boy picking.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Free town.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Bokono kene makailan.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Makeni pot block kabia.
Tell them to make noise, to make noise.
Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Unakaba, Unakusha, Useva, and they watch me from. Now, thank you very much for joining us today. It's the 1st of October 2023. We're starting a new month. So, all welcome to the new month, and we hope to say we get success and everybody will review it. Please, guys, online, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook page, share the live, subscribe to our page. So as soon as we come on, when I go get the notification and then I go join us. So the best thing I can do for we, when I share the live, when I carry on with the conversation on the chat, so we go highlight most of it, and then we go discuss them as we go along. Also, when I all know my name in Fatia Tia Samura, I reside in London, Hampstead. Thank you for watching. And then I will be co-presenter. When I all know what we call the coordinator. So instead I'm not going to even introduce myself because it better like introduce yourself when I know that I talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, I pass now over to the co-coordinator, the one and only, no duplicate, Owakasu.
Thank you very much, Fatia. Greetings to all the comrades of the APC, Sierra Leone, and the diaspora. Me, na comrade Owakasu, and today is a Sunday. And of course, today we get very important discussion again today for the Brink Cantona, and we want to make all log in and share the link. Make we start this wonderful discussion. And the well talked about AGM, what we talk about, the annual general meeting, Manchester. We get what can talk about them today, and very interesting things them happen there, and we get with dynamic guests them we get for join me today. We can discuss this one. But as we go along, we go introduce them to now very soon. Go on. As we always tell una say, we are the APC Diaspora online TV platform. We news bulletin them, we news rounds we can come to una on a weekly basis of all the news, them important news that we don't happen over the week with the brand and tuna. And this week we don't put we news them together, and hopefully with production team, with design technical team will give you a snapshot of that. So can you ask them for plan for we, please?
Okay, as we dey go along, we go bring on the news as the show they carry on. And also we get guests who want bring to now as where they log in as well. So the discussion for now it will be between me and my coordinator or Wakasu. We will discuss what happened at the AGM, a wonderful AGM, one of the annual general meeting yearly, and this time it was the Manchester region hosted. So basically, it was all the way Manchester. For some of us that live in London, that's about 4 hours drive, which was quite worth it. It was absolutely worth it for me to go to Manchester because it was their turn to host. So they host me nicely. I'm not getting nothing for even calling on the meeting. It was fantastic. Great AGM meeting, well discussed topic. The agenda was fabulous. We discussed, we strategized, we analyzed, we criticized. Whatever now we think of what happened at AGM meeting, we did that yesterday. And we had a fabulous time meeting, networking with different people from different parts of society. Now I just want to ask me like I said, me and Waka so they discussed regarding the AGM. I will ask 3 questions and obviously we will answer in between us. But for now, I know anything that we want to discuss today. Basically, this is an open program as well. If we get any particular topic where on one we talk, please put on the chat, send me, we will discuss them because today we do an open plan. Open plan, that means most things are welcome, provided about APC or Sierra Leone in general, we will discuss it here. So please can send question as well. Any topic on want to discuss, we will do that. As we go along, I will repeat some message as well for the one that will not join me yet. So when they go join us, then we know say today we got an open plan discussion. We talk, So Awaka, so what do you get for say to first of all, what do you want to say to the chairman of Manchester?
Well, basically, first of all, I want to say thank you to all the comrades that we make their way to Manchester. Manchester, a very distant place in the UK from London, and as well as Bristol, Reading, and the Midlands. But the amount of people that we are seeing in Manchester yesterday, we mobilized yesterday. The coaches that we arrived at the hall, and the amount of vehicles that we arrived at the hall, it was unprecedented. I believe say this AGM today that the most attended AGM, and the atmosphere at the AGM for the first time with me take notes, me highlight them. One of them is that not to AGM we get some kosonko at all. The camaraderie inside the AGM was very, very, very good. The comradeship, the friendship, and the welcoming, when Manchester welcome the comrades, then we come out all over the UK and Ireland, was very, very good. So that's now one of the highlights then for us. And I also want to take notes that it is the first AGM. It is the first AGM where we can see people were recognized, organizations were recognized, individuals were recognized. The way they recognize them, themselves feel belong, they feel really, really as part of, this particular wonderful APC. So now I think say going forward now AGM we go for the continue for the do this for the recognize people them because in politics we get what they call 3 R's and one of the R's them na recognition. When somebody don't drive all the way to Manchester, taking time off from work or from a family, they go all the way Manchester for go be part of this, meeting. Then he go there, he come out there, nobody not recognize them. Sometimes they can feel offended. But this time around, we really, really, really enjoy the atmosphere because we take we time for look at the faces of the people that we come, the organizations them, and we acknowledge them and them really, really appreciate that. So to the chairman of the Manchester constituency, we want to say kudos to you, Chairman Kataman, for the wonderful, wonderful, reception we get. We see the ladies them, they work hard. They wonder way be in the kitchen, what be they receive the food where they make, the way them they come around for make sure say we okay, the snacks the way them, give we, and the first, come we come because they know say we don't drive long, they try for make sure say we all okay, but I have to say kudos to the whole team because now a teamwork. You see the lady they do their own yanda, you see the guys that say they do their own yanda, and we meet everything was ready in the hall. So one for say kudos for the starts to the chairman and the entire Manchester constituency for the wonderful work what they do for we. Over to you. You're muted.
Yes, myself one supports that message where you say in any political space, like I say, recognition is very important, particularly where it can pass until we're an annual general meeting because basically we have that once a year. We normally have little tiny ones as we go along, but the annual one is the yearly. It's basically like the service we equipment the yearly. So that in our yearly service contract we'll get for adhere to. So obviously it was a very, very big turnout. We had little surprises, our welcome, the way they decorate the hall, and so many people turn up for different parts of the United Kingdom, including Ireland. So and the turnout are not seeing kind yet. For a while actually, probably pre-COVID, we made a meeting like that. So obviously pre-COVID we had a meeting which was just as big as that. But after COVID, this is the biggest. And also want to say thank you to the whole membership in Bristol, Reading and Oxford, the Midlands, and us London, and obviously to the Manchester people as well. We want to say a big thank you to Una. We dedicate part of this show to Una and to show how grateful the Diaspora TV online media team are. And also while we guest them, we fans the online no say, we had such a great time in Manchester and Una host us in a fabulous way. Where the next chapter, the next constituency where we'll go for host us, we'll go for try for big start, which will be difficult. But obviously, of course, now APC business, so it would work. As I talked to as well, and I see some of the pictures. This are the Manchester crew. They had their t-shirts on, the one with the white ones, and the other pictures are people, comrade guests, sympathizers, anybody who want to be part of the APC team. This now behind table we get Chairman Catalan over there with the red hat, and here we get included from the Manchester. So as soon as I started talking, I'm going to see the picture. They go and this is our financial secretary, the wonderful Amina, who they did with the APC Money UK and Ireland branch. So and a very important lady. So for being nice to her. Also, like Pretty Owakasu say yesterday, the way we all behave was absolutely fabulous. We don't get any kind of Lele business. I'm sure Lele needs some kind or some kind of something ala or whatever is APC business. So it was very placid. The mood was very good. And we get the AGM meeting up to this. And that's me there with my big tummy. and we know it's a lot of family. So those are the media team. You get Dr. Denke, Owakasu, you get Khalil, me and Mo with wonderful technician, Nancy Doban with the red t-shirt. Obviously, me in the middle there and everybody else. So this now some of us actually, not all the media team, some of us. So we were there, but all of us were there. But in that particular photo, it was us. So I want to extend my gratitude personally on behalf of the fans as well, and we come with the way they watch us, and we sympathize and followers to the Manchester crew, including Catalan and crew. I want to say thank you very much for wanna welcome us. You know, we'll now welcome you with great hand, great pleasure. The food was fabulous, scrumptious. So we're quite happy for that, and I'm very, very much grateful. And I had a lot to drink as well, and I drove, 4.5 hours, which was a lot, but nevertheless, it was worth it. So I'm always pleased to attend show like that or meeting like that, and also for the fact that me and Owakasu we drove this morning coming back to London, and we're here, show the dedication of the APC media team. With Una support online as well, give us that courage and that power and that enthusiasm. But let me come regardless, no matter how tired we are, to be here and explain to you what we had yesterday. Like I said, it's an open plan meeting. So the open plan discussion. Like I asked Una earlier on, we will talk about AGM, and also we will go into some topics that Una Wale will discuss as well. So if Una get anything what Una Wale will discuss other than the AGM meeting, once some of our guests arrive, please Una put it. I think somebody say, let me just give a few shout outs before. Prezo, hello. Aisha Sise, thank you for watching. Mo Bandura, thank you. Abdulrahman, thank you. Sweet Bonita, thank you. I think somebody did say, could you discuss? Good evening, everybody watching from me. Okay, we had a question earlier on that somebody wants me to just please consider fully paid member without membership card. Regards. Ish Sise, could you please say where you're watching from? If it's the UK, then we'll be able to discuss it. And if it's anything regarding Freetown, then probably Owakas will be able to shed light, or we will pass that on to obviously with Superior there. We'll be able to get answers for me, and then we can come back to it. If not anything got to do with the APC UK and Island branch, I'm sure we'll be able to shed some kind of light or give you some kind of explanation, to what's happened to your card. But if it's anything regarding Freetown, then obviously, as you know, without being rude, we're not the administration, but we will pass that on to our superior. Therefore, they will be able to give us explanation. Hopefully next week when we come online, we'll be able to give you the answer. But if not anything where you want to discuss regarding the membership card, if it's in the United Kingdom, please just say that again, Ish as to say, then we'll be able to address that, please. Yeah. Okay. I also want to give a shout out to somebody who just joined us. Somebody named Lamin. Thank you. Hi, Lamin. Thank you very much. Also, if you can say where you're watching from, then we can give a big shout out to you. Okay, I will throw this back over to my comrade, Owakasu. We still get fabulous picture. They will go at the background. What they tell you how we enjoyed the time yesterday. Like I said, there was a lot was discussed strategically, constructively. Everything was discussed. And then I think the next people that we get for posters, I think it will be Bristol. If I'm not wrong, please do not kill me. That's anecdote. I wasn't listening properly yesterday when it was announced. I have to apologize. So, but I think our next meeting might be in Bristol. So, and that's another, to be honest, for some of us. Anyway, over to you, Owakasu.
Yes, indeed. A person go on a meeting, when you come out the meeting and they ask you, what you pull at the meeting? What are the message of the meeting? And the message is very important. The first message we get out of that meeting day, now that this APC UK and Ireland district stand with the party in position. And one of the chairmen, Chairman Mustafa Osonke from the Midlands, and he starts the conversation. Talk say anything that has to do with 2028, let we push them aside. Make we not even give countenance to that. Make we stand with the party and believe, say, waiting the people of Sierra Leone don't put inside the ballot box has to be reflected. We got to stand by that position there, and we will. And believe, say, Dr. Samora Matthew Wilson Kamara, now the president-elect, and we for make sure, say, he gonna state apps. And that's not the position. That's not very, very strong message we come out from this annual general meeting. The other highlights of this general meeting now that the membership drive of the APC, and I'm glad the way you talk about Fatia, that people are asking about the membership drive. People feel, say, because they are not members, they are not registered in APC UK and Ireland, so they're not for go the meeting. This one is a general meeting. If you're not sympathizer, you're not supporter, you're not member, you're not operative of the APC, you can come the meeting. You're welcome. Everybody's welcome to that meeting. In fact, traditionally, we can even extend we invitation to other political parties then for make them can see the beauty of how we do we general meetings. And in fact, typically the Midlands, they're very good at that. Then they invite the SLPP executive, from the chairman right down to the last member of the executive. Some of them were able to turn up. Then can turn up our general meetings then. And we get that compatriot, sentiments there, intra-party or inter-party, relation. So if anything meets them, with chairman at the Midlands, they visit, and all, of course, themselves they do them to be likewise. And it's still the happen at Reading. Reading back, we also get the SLPP members that will come. And through that, we don't get people then. We don't look at APC and the way we conduct ourselves. And they can't join willingly. They can't be part of the APC because of the way how we don't conduct ourselves as a political party. We give people them hope. So we also don't get one of the SLPP vice chairman or something like that inside the Midlands. We don't can join we now APC willingly now one of the meetings that will be hold the Midlands. And I believe say these are some of the things we would need for make people know. Or say not to members no more they go. People away now ordinary sympathizers that will not be members that yet can join with general meetings then. And if you want to become a member, very simple. The constituency where you day, if you did at London, you get the constituency organizing secretary, you get the constituency secretary where you the contact, or even the chairman, they're going to give you a lead of how you fill the application. The application, that's way you go likely able to do remotely. For most of you sit down through your phone and stuff like that. You make your application, you make your subscription inside the account and send the receipts to to the secretary or the organizing secretary for confirmation. So once you don't do that, then we acknowledge. From that, we take them up, and then when it's time, we go add in at the forum them, you go begin join we, discuss with we. So you go be part of we. We don't need any criteria. Once you are not a member, official member of another political party, you can join the APC. So that's not a message, membership drive, and we stand along with the party, which are waiting the party they do. And so far, so good. The party in position now for bring Dr. Samora Matthew Wilson Kamara now State House because none of the president-elect And among other things, we go discuss them as the time they go on. So yes, over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now they see the pictures, now the background. Yeah, this now the AGM meeting with comrades, with guests, with sympathizers, with followers, me, everybody else included in that photo. So when I enjoy them, then we're going to talk as we go along. Yes, like Wait, or what I should say, the party instance, what was one of the things that was discussed in Manchester is reposition hasn't changed regarding the general election, and we will do everything in our power to secure Dr. Samura in White House position where he win genuinely, as we all know. So that hasn't changed. That was discussed very deeply. People then give their opinion, which they think should and shouldn't happen. And obviously we stand by that. Mary Sidona stand by that, and everybody else in APC wants the same thing. Hence the reason we keep protesting peacefully in the diaspora, including United Kingdom, America, Scandinavia, and some parts in Africa. So we still stand by that, and what was discussed yesterday was very good, regarding the turnout. Also, what we talk about, as usual, na any AGM meeting, na anything when we don't happen between us comrades, all that's in the past, as usual. Until on the side, 2 or 3 people gathered, there has to be some kind of, like in the community, some kind of sonko. So yesterday, everything was ironed out. We APC, if you see us fighting inside the building, when we walk back out, we're best friends. That's what we're known for. So the meeting was quite fabulous yesterday, and also different people didn't give speech. Some of we veteran leaders didn't talk. They give a new speech, which you will recognize. Ooh, that's another nice picture over there. That's our wonderful Mo, our technical director, with the missus. So, and they're representing Oxford. That's also, I'll keep digressing because this is the whole conversation. I can't say an open conversation today. That's our wonderful, another technical director is Dr. Denke. He's sitting there. Well, yeah, videoing. Oh, moving on. That's our wonderful chairman, Simeon, in the white suit. It's only Simeon, our chairman, who can pull a suit like that. He's very dashing. So anybody else wear white suits might be wondering if they, something else. This is our wonderful 5-star as well from Reading Berkshire. He's sitting with his lovely leather gloves. He's a fashionista. And we've got their leader, Adams, wonderful, our own team person, Mansur, in the middle there. He represented Diaspora. I think he's the treasurer that keeps the money. People like that you need to make friends with. And obviously our own Zainab O, which is one of we district people in the London United Kingdom. Oh, yeah, that's her with the red berry there. She's a great member of UK and I. Also, this is another comrade. I can't remember his name. I have to apologize. He's got a white suit on as well. So I take my word back. He's got a beautiful white suit and he looks fabulous in him as well. So he can pull, more like in the creamy side. So he can pull that off. As well, those are all members of the media team there. The gentleman as well, and the next comrade on the right hand side. I have to apologize, some of them I don't know their names. With so many of us, our membership in the UK is over 1,000. So obviously you can't expect me to know everybody. I'll pick and choose the names that I know. If I don't know their name, I'll just simply refer to them as comrades, which they are, or brother or sister. Yes, going back to the meeting, we talk about with media the achievements, what we don't achieve since we've been online over, I think, over 5 years or so. We started from one view, now we get thousands of views, and we want to dedicate that yesterday where we coordinate to make a speech, dedicate that to Una as well, one of the fans then, all day in, day out, and they come and watch us and join us. So you guys will recognize as well, it's not just us, for our dedication and in our subscription to us, all day in, day out, every Tuesday, come rain, sun, snow, shine, whatever it is, on our dinner, or watch me. So we are very much grateful. We mentioned yesterday how grateful we are with you guys. So please, on our carry on for support us, on our carry on for viewing. Like I say, when the conversation, when we finish, it's not the end of the show. The show carry on. So once we finish here, it's not the end. We will still carry on with the discussion. We still go online as well. and follow the trend and the pattern of the discussion. If there's anything that we need to regulate or reply to, we will do so. Obviously, we normally do so anyway, but we would as well. So please, carry it. And like I said earlier, for the one who just joined us online, it's an open discussion today. So we're going to digress in and out for general meeting with the guests, and also if I can send a topic that we want to discuss regarding APC business or salon business, provided we are in that zone and we know what we can discuss, we will discuss it, because obviously this is not the Diaspora, APC Diaspora TV officially. Anything we have to give here has to be official. We're not able to give anecdotes, but we can give obviously the personal opinion. When somebody don't mention earlier with the membership drive, I did ask you when I can see we comrade Super Dodo on top for that. We get a broad, discussion on it, but if not any particular country you want to talk about, like I say, if we get the answer to that, we will do that. In free time as well, we'll, consult with our seniors and we will give you the answer. But if it's the UK and he explained it, but he can go into
You
that
see me?
to get the chairman.
Okay.
So we will introduce one of our guests. We will introduce one of our guests soon. I'll pass that over to the coordinator to introduce. We get one of our guests there. So over to you, comrade.
Thank you. Of course, as I've been saying, when I say we get number of guests that we get for join we can discuss this particular AGM. One of the best AGM, one of the AGM there where they recognize people are happy, and the AGM will happen for the first time in Manchester under this executive, and our AGM we very special, very, very special. And we get a lot of highlights then at the AGM, but we will talk about the highlights then very soon. So we get one of the guests we will be don't invite, we don't join we are no other person but the district vice chairman, we are comrade Malcolm Togbe Conte. We in grand entry yesterday at the AGM. Now one of the biggest highlights them, we bring fun. Because the music couldn't play for our way it come inside. The kind demo way it give, the kind movements the way it make the atmosphere very, very, light up. So we really appreciate that. And let's just bring comrade Malcolm, the vice chair of the APC UK and Ireland district, make you say hi to comrades, and then over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade Owankasu, and I also want to tell all you colleagues them, now the media team, I want to tell them how do, and also I want to tell we wonderful viewers them, I want to tell them back again how do. Mina Comrade Malcolm Conte as Owankasu, the one of the moderators or the chief moderator don't say, Mina the vice, basically Mina the vice chair, but in another word, again, Mina the deputy chairman back again of the district. So not just one word. In the United States, they said vice, and in the UK, they mainly and primarily use the word deputy. So all two not the same position. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Well, thank you very much. My voice the echo now. Yes, now one of the okay. Thank you very much. Yes, comrade Malcolm Conte. You bring a lot of energy in your grand entry yesterday. We really appreciate them. And Manchester executive, from the chairman right down to the last member, they really give a very hospitable, reception yesterday, where we really appreciate. What you take on that particular, area day when we go to Manchester? How they receive we? What do you think of it?
I think this is now one of the key things them would expect or anticipate from any other constituency, not just Manchester. I go say first and foremost, plenty thank you to the general membership we make it possible yesterday, even under that rain day, for make them come in that great significant number, or can make that, for can grace the occasion. I'll go say to the host, Manchester, this is not the first time Manchester don't do such a thing. They always do wonderful thing. That's why when this annual general meeting, when I then turn reach, then do them in a grand style. With the hospitality is exceptional. Me, I believe for say, as I say, I don't witness them. And I continue for the witness the occasions, them or the event. They do fantastically well under the dynamic leadership of Chairman Kataman and the vice chair or deputy chair, winner Chairman Chairman Fofana, Festus Fofana, Chairman Festus Fofana. So these two wonderful gentlemen, including Diane Cole, winner the Secretary General, and in Deputy winner Hingis, anything waiting in the do and anything waiting in the touch na Manchester and the branch as a whole, it turn to gold. So as I say, I be expect such a resounding hospitality yesterday and such a resounding planning, and it come up fine according to the way we be the expect them.
Okay. People and talk about you. Yes. People and talk about you. Yes. How you call them? You grand entry yesterday. People when they introduce you about the way how you enter yesterday. I don't know whether it was premeditated or something. It just happened spontaneously, but it was well talked about. How you entry yesterday? Now something you plan or you just happen? We need to hear you.
Well, I go say, Commodore and Castle, this is not my first time I get them kind, I can present them kind entry then day. I think you do get me? You do get me? You get me now?
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. You do get me now? You do get me still? Because I know they see the green. You do get me? Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
okay, I go say some of the. Okay, thank you. I go say for entrance for any of them kind occasions then day. I think first and foremost, we are dealing with general membership now. We deal with people them. Some people then they come for can know within the branch. Well, members then come for can know within the branch. Don't do within the branch get for do for the short, medium, and the long term. And again, as we all see yesterday, everybody with them they introduce, all man they come with your own style. Basically, me, I think saying that in the way I don't use, in a sense, most of the time way then they introduce me, I can always want get the audience with me. Because I look and say, without the audience, anything which you want for say or anything which you want for talk or deliberate on, if the audience not get your attention, I think it will be very, very difficult for make you pass your message through. So one of the key or core ways them will make you pass my message through now by me grand entering. So then thing and then at way I always they get and where they pass me message in a sense, when me term reach for give any statement, I believe say people and they listen because then they use me grand entry as a way or a point for listen to waiting I go get for can say. And not just to waiting me no more go get for can say, but also for listen to waiting other speakers them then go get for can say. We all see this the entry yesterday back again of we noble chairman when Simeon Bangwa. We see who that it come inside with. It come inside with comrade and a colleague, Comrade Adams Bangwa. So this they show you for say yes, everybody gets your own different style. But anyway, yesterday, I think say if my own capture more than any other one way on the try for analyze so now, I think say these not the reason them I don't highlight so.
Deputy Chair, Comrade Malcolm, I want to ask you a question yesterday. You talk about how important it was for hold on at the echo. You talk about how important it was for you to make introduction of individual comrades. For example, introduce particular people and for them to say we day for them to know say we show them recognitions. That's something we're very common at the APC, as you said. How important it is for we to recognize certain people that in such a grand place, for example, like AGM or other meetings, other meetings and networking. How important is that for people to be recognized?
I've been mentioned yesterday, Madam Fatia, I tell we all permit statements, first and foremost. I go say to we all na this platform and to me viewers them and listeners them as well. Politics na a people's perception game. Politics is about the people. We get to look at the people them, for example, how they behave, and we get to look also the people them, waiting at them want, waiting at them need. As various speakers that we mentioned yesterday, about with people them within a salon, the lot of suffering they within they undergo. But before we think about that very significantly. But what we do first and foremost, now for think about we say na yeah. I remember about I highlight the 3 R when I risk, reward, and recognition. Recognition na thing where somebody it go a great way pan somebody, anything it do. For let you recognize somebody, especially somebody who don't work hard. And somebody even if you don't work hard, but always there for the showcase for say yes, he really like the APC. Recognition gets beaucoup benefits them. One of the key benefits them we recognition gets now for motivate the person for make it do more. Because when you say to somebody, say, oh, this person is so and so and so, you don't do, make it gap, make people they applaud them for what they don't do. To be honest, it's not just they get a temporary benefit, they get a long-term benefit. As I say, one of the key long-term benefits them way they get now for re-energize the person for make it do more. If you don't contribute 10%, it go increase that contribution day to something like 20%. It go double up in effort. So as I say, we now the APC, we continue for recognize people them. So if you ask me that why would they recognize people them? People them they don't work for a long time. For example, look like Mami Kadi them, look like Filma Duati them. Also, I go see Tamba Opel, senior comrade Bangua, senior comrade Bangua, Charity Bangua, senior comrade Charity Bangua. They don't do tremendously well. These are all people that don't work hard for the party. So basically, what you get for do, sometimes they just the mere introduction, we would introduce them or recognize them per meeting. They go a long way. Some people then they come back again na meeting, then they look forward to that. So as I say, politics is a people's game. So this is why we continue to recognize with people. Again, lastly, the other people, for example, we not they contribute to the best of their ability. Their recognition, then they back again, we recognize other comrades them. You understand? I believe they can motivate them or inspire them back again. But let them say put more effort. Or let the party in business will go before.
Okay, thank you very much, Deputy Chair Malcolm. Also, I just want to give a big shout out to the people who watch online. Please, as usual, una like the page, una subscribe, and una share. Somebody asked a question, which I made on permission. I said we will answer any question you ask, provided is in our remit of discussion. For Abdurrahman Tararani says, I would like to know who is Adebayo in the mighty APC party. Thanks to all in the team. Well, people then can refer to Adebayo. I'm not sure which Adebayo you're talking about. Well, some people can refer to the chair, former chair of president as Adebayo as well. Or they can refer to Adebayo that live in Holland. If you're talking about Adebayo that lives in Holland, I'm not sure he's an APC member. I'm not even sure if he's got a membership card. But as far as I know, he's a concerned Sierra Leonean. That normally voice out his concern, the way he feels and pleases him. So I hope that answered your question. And if again you're referring to our former president, he is still a member of the APC, a former chair, and he's still our elder. So those are the two people that we would normally say, who is Adebayo. So like I said, the one in Holland, in Netherlands, is a concerned Sierra Leonean. Normally voices concerned the way he pleases. and I'm not sure if he's got a membership APC card, and I don't think he supports any party in general. Like I said, he's a concerned Sierra Leonean, and obviously we've got our former president. So hopefully that answers your question as well. Like I said, today is an open discussion alongside with the AGM meeting. If we not get any particular question we want to be discussed regarding the party and Sierra Leone, as long as it's in the remit within our regulation, which we allow to talk on air, we will discuss it openly. Please do not just leave the comments and the question that you want me to discuss. We get with Deputy Chairman Malcolm, who knows a lot, who's got a vast experience when it comes to political sphere, political atmosphere, anyway, he's got a vast experience on that. So he'll be able to assist in most questions we want to ask when we will discuss. And somebody's watching from Banjul. Mohammed Tambakamal, thank you for watching us from the Gambia. Ooh, lovely place. Thank you. And thank you everybody who's watching online. Please share the live, press the subscribe button. So as soon as we come on any time of the day, when I go get the notification and I can join the conversation. And also, when I feel free for holding a conversation on the chat box. And I can discuss everything myself as well. I'm sure here and there people will respond to it, and then we would as well. Thank you. We also don't get we've got quite a few people online as well. We don't join us quite a few guests, but I will leave my comrade to introduce our next guest. I think he's getting prepared, and also we get some video them where one place. So I will go to the technical team for the AGM yesterday. Like I said tonight, this is an open discussion about the AGM and anything else we want to talk about. So here and there we'll be playing some the video, and then also the pictures in the background so you can hear it as we're discussing. Technical team, please, is the video ready? And I can play another background while the discussion the carry on, please. Okay, I think that video is still coming. I'll throw this back over to my senior comrade. With coordinator, let introduce the next guest.
Fauna from the National Secretary General of the APC. And so as we tell you now before, this platform, now a platform where they bring Cantona clear, credible, and concise news and discussions. So we want for Giona an update from the National Secretary General, and we now no other person but lawyer Lansana Dumbuya.
With
Okay, go.
Okay.
Technical team. All right. Well, let me go ahead while the technical team they get the video ready. Make I go to your question where this comrade or this person from the chat room asked.
Yes, please.
About Adebayo. If Adebayo now being member of APC, I believe say by now a lot will be not happen. But thankfully he's not a member of APC. You see, then people that they call civil society organizations. Because when SLPP first came to power after 2018, they invite them, not been to money. Then talk to them, then give them envelopes, then tell them all sorts of things. Or say they go for work for the government of the day. But unfortunately, not to them responsibility that. Then for act as a check on the activities of the government. But because that day then go that been to money, they accept envelopes openly, then tell them say then go for work with the government. Most of them, that vacuum would be left, and Adebayo can feel. There not be no how for criticize governments. There not be the responsibility we then create them for, there not be the do am. So the civil society organizations, they all be done put themselves in compromise with the government. So Adebayo fill that gap there very well. So he worked in the benefit of the opposition parties, including APC. So not to APC member, Adebayo don't talk many times over nine audios them for say he's not a member of APC, neither SLPP or any other political party. In a love salon and left by that, in a PPP recently he declared himself as member or CEO of whatever. So now that's we sabi am for, and you know get no what you call it. You know get no party card of any political party. In a Sierra Leonean and in a like a pressure group where they fill the gap, the vacuum where all the other civil society organizations they don't fill we. So now that. So we not surprised recently we will see Adebayo they come, they attack APC members them, you know, on the periodic audios they we can release. So it's the same as when we don't hear yarn for so many times. When we get a president we not focus, they turn in attention to people like Adebayo, they go and lay and complain, they go and Fenway for make the arrest them, you know, extradite them, go to Sierra Leone and all of that. I think say it lost the ethos of the presidency for actually focus on delivering for the people of Sierra Leone, but rather they go around to go answer, you know, Adebayo. So that's very, very unfortunate. So the question again, Adebayo is not a member of APC. Adebayo is Sierra Leonean, will get the right to speak on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, whichever language he use. Some people are not appreciating language, some people are appreciating language, some people are listening, some people are not listen. So it's open to every individual in choice. But Adebayo is officially not a member of APC, and even though some of the things the way it is say, they work to the advantage of the APC. Some of the way it is say they work against the APC. So it's like a Marmite. It's either you love it or you hate it. So now that's I go for say on the side of Adebayo. So we get the National Secretary General, Lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, we for join we for giving the message. So comrades, please hold tight and welcome the National Secretary General the message. Thank you very much.
I think we're having a little technical problem. Then the technical team they try to sort that out. I don't understand you. Free time to recall our business. And sometimes it becomes a too powerful. Connection becomes a problem. I think we're having a little
family, the kingdom. I really appreciate them. Anybody, all man for no say this business today na APC business. So maybe think to yourself the victory song from the loud pass so that it will be reach State House. Don't come out. Now a very difficult move. No one beats God. They no one can talk. They never talk to you. They talk now. You know go to. But I want to tell you thank you. on behalf of me and the family, the beginning, I really appreciate that. Anybody, all man for no say this business today na APC business. So me we need to say the victory song from the loud pass so that it will be reached out. Now a very difficult road. Now I don't want to talk plenty because of the occasion. Lord, give a woman good road. If they make mistake, they go sorry for them. As I say, we don't come out a very long road. The party, the people of this country don't come out a very long road. And we don't kind of a point where things don't choke. So they say peace. We are going to peace with all clean hearts, with all truthfulness and faithfulness. But the kind of thing they see, then one way no want peace. They don't want peace. Let them tell we not always people at times. Because they really say, as they want to beat it about business, they happen. They really say they're not acting chairman who on this street. Say we go acting chairman. You know think say that one day you want peace. So me they advise now. To ya if we go for peace, let we go for peace. Let us not camouflage. Let us not camouflage. Let we all go there for the country. But if you go for peace, you go appoint acting chairman and body of Freedom City Council. You go if like continue for arrest APC people. Then we get suspicion, we are concerned that the peace wey they talk about, so them not to peace, so them peace. But as I tell you now, we dey go with open heart, we dey go there with open heart. But make sure say we save Mama Salon. We don't say them self go there for do the same thing. But we have to tell them say them thing and they already do, we don't know, let them tap out. Let them camp and the peace because what they go for peace, so one going to go for peace, the people of Sierra Leone don't know them and the people of Sierra Leone don't agree for them. Glady going on top of it, especially for the leader, chairman, the deputy chairman, the deputy leader, mayor, the veteran chairman, Asini Lared, senior, from Cabo. When the prayer goes, I see they try for prime chairman and they laugh and they box themselves at the corner. Now they tell God thank you. Now in the deputy leader come back, inside the can elbow deputy chairman. See the table all man is smile. Then nine men come where he level the smile and see all the time all mankind. You know me say APC and APC like any other institution. It may not be rosy, but we are together. We will work together in the interest of this party, and we will conquer at the end of it. And this the leadership. I want to tell all plenty. As you know, not say we have plenty people that are APC people. Almost all man are APC. If you can hire, you sneak out. You say you know the party. You know SL people. You sneak out today. You know APC. Now you know APC. But the leader, they make a statement on Tuesday. We all go. Level type of authority party. Level type of authority leadership. Then why they make it talk? Then we bloggers they advise. We left for the talk with about the leadership. I'm talking this leadership with them. And I talk we're going to unite the leadership with them. I want to tell my blessed thank you on behalf of the families, and I want to tell the imam that thank you. The one that we organize here, I will go wait and I will get some small scene one I can take home. But I want to alone and continue for the party, the leadership, and for this piece what else will go. So that I will come back. All my
First of October.
We are muted. Okay, we don't listen to Secretary General for the APC worldwide, not just in Freetown, in speech. So I just put this question to the Vice Chair, Comrade Malcolm, with Deputy Chair rather, Comrade Malcolm, for just give us a quick, analysis of that speech. Comrade Malcolm, I know you had a little problem earlier on, so you left and then you came back in. Did you hear as much?
Well, to be honest with you, Fatia, I just get 2 or 3 lines of that video there. I think say I be struggle a little bit, or from my own side, I don't know whether it's not from my own side or not from my own side. I be actually they see the pictures them, but at the last side no I get, but I know preview to that video there.
Okay.
Obviously. But anyway, the small thing where I hear, I just believe for say first and foremost, if you now comment on that, I just want to say first and foremost for continue to extend my gratitude, my condolences on behalf of the district to we comrade for the loss of a wife, because I understand saying my wife is Sarana de Igida speech day. Again, what I also understand is that moving forward, I think it talk about unity because of the kind thing that we go on na the party or the kind informations them where they go on na the social media. I think they talk about low embrace we self as a family and make we unite, because it's the key thing in any political party. I think that inside and no more me way they talk, but the rest I think I'm not privy to that, and I not listen to that audio they yet to be sincere, but I go try for listen to them.
No, that's fine. Thank you very much. Basically you are on the right track. Obviously, anywhere where Lawyer Dumbia speak, we said then talk about peace and he talk about the ethos of APC. What we stand for, what we believe in, and what we have achieved, and what we want, and what was taken away from us. So obviously, as you know, they wouldn't sway from that. I will just throw this question back to my comrade Owakasu. Let himself give a quick, analysis of that video.
All right, thank you very much. The National Secretary General, when comrade lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, he talk about this peace talk where people then, get for good talk about. He say, he want to remind the SLPP for say, the peace, if now peace talk they go pan, make them go for the peace talk. If they need to go for the peace talk, if now pieces they go for, they're not interested. Then a peace talk they go for. They say, how you go and go for peace talk you go arrest the Western Rural District Chairman. How you go on peace talk, you want to go undermine or you go pass beyond, you go bring down other institutions them behind there for bring down, discord, they play them dabaru games for peace talk. He say anybody where they go play them kind of game that they're not interested and they're not go mix panam and that dabaru game then they mix panam, then go expose them people and they. They say anybody, if you don't serious about the peace talk, men go sit down and talk the peace talk. And he say, in fact, the victory song where the people sing, if the one man sing loud enough, make the year and self in a state house, but say there's victory for us. And the other thing I notice again inside the audio, the response of the people that will be there at the place. They be so happy when they listen to them because it's so calm where they explain, where they talk. For say, then they go for peace talk, and because now peace then wants na Sierra Leone. If then people are also not interested in peace, they want to play them games them, don't know the mix but then can't see them. And our pieces then they go get there. So then they try to explain to the international community, the ECOWAS or whatever, where they call the mediators them, for say, then go expose anybody where they go behind the scene for go arrest, and they continue for arrest people them, lock them up, continue for intimidate people them, continue for go behind the scenes for go bring people and for influence decisions ahead of the peace talk. Then not go mix pan and continue. So they also encourage people them waiting in the social media, we're not correct, make them ignore that, and make people are not going to go out on social media, they talk in the way not to correct things them. In the appeal for make people and do that. So now generally that kind of message there, but the most important one that inform the general members of the APC that Dr. Samora Matthew Wilson Tomara will come up with a statement on Tuesday. Well, that statement day, we tell people and say they come up, we get a big round of applause and scream that yay, like for say people acknowledge and happy for you that. So we are all now going to be looking forward to that wonderful message where they come out from Dr. Matthew Wilson Kamara on Tuesday. So the media team and everybody will be on the readiness for capture that particular statement day from Dr. Samoa. So now that's not the message. Over to you, Mark.
Thank you very much. I think we're still having a little technical issue regarding echoing. So therefore, if one speaker is talking, the other tend to echoes a little bit. So we'll be on and off. Yes, Lanson Adumbia, he's an eloquent speaker, as soon as I can see. Anywhere he speaks the truth. He talks with pizzazz and confidence. So he's a very eloquent and quite intelligent comrade and dad, brother, sister, whatever, uncle. So he quite, very good at what he says, and he knows what to say. He understands his politics, and he speaks the truth regarding creed, sex, orientation, or anything like that. He always stands by the truth, nothing else. Okay, I go over to the comrade, with deputy chair for the UK and I. Obviously, Comrade Malcolm, the coordinator, don't give us a little bit of simplicity of the speech way Comrade Lanson Adumbia say. You get any take to that regarding what you analyze for us here today?
Yes, I think the analysis we Owankasu do is very brilliant about the Secretary General. The Secretary General is a very good communicator and as somebody we I go buttress your point back again, Fatia. Now somebody we he done in politics for a very long time, so he understand the issues, he know the issues, then he also know the solutions how to solve the issues then. So APC we na party. Is everybody know that we are family-oriented party, we look after ourselves, we look after our supporters them, and we also they look after potential supporters them. We also they look forward to potential supporters them where then come the SSF can get similar similar support and similar help to waiting with the already give to we members them. So waiting if they try for talk according to what I listen from Comrade Owen Kasu is that because of the peace where we believe in as All People's Congress Party, peace now we bring now we always we are a very, very peaceful party because every time we in power, whether we in power or whether we are in opposition, or we always maintain the peace because we're not party. We believe in national cohesion. It's stipulated now we constitution. The first thing for any progress, na any country, na any political party, and cohesion. These are the values that the APC always believe in. So it's nothing strange to waiting we Secretary General the try for talk. So it is just trying to re-echo waiting the APC go tolerate and waiting the APC no go tolerate. Now, according to his statement back again, it talks back again say if the current ruling party they're not ready for peace, we they give them pieces, which of course are actually supporters because we get for stand firm, we get for stand resolute for ensure that the good thing and the right thing for the people of Sierra Leone is being done. We want to resolve anything amicably, peacefully for the betterment of the people them, and not for just for people them no more in Sierra Leone, but also we are looking forward for FDIs them, foreign direct investment them for let them Canada country. But if we not get a peaceful nation, if we not get a peaceful government, it will be extremely difficult for let we get the right people them for let them can invest in that country day and for ensure that the lives of people them then go turn over, and also for me to ensure that we will create wealth because the APC always believe in wealth creation. We believe in wealth creation and we believe in our true jobs and our true and the support of the FDI. Now I'm going to create them. So hence the reason a lay emphasis on unity and national cohesion. And again, the strong one in way it is sent to we people in terms of negativity. This now something where I believe say one of which chairman them the highlights yesterday. Now something where also they affect the APC U.K. and I. We go get something. We go to focus on something. They'll get some people where they bring other agenda, then come back with the outside pan with the focus. Now we are focusing and ensuring for say the victory and the will of the people, for let them restore the will of the people back. Prevail now we country. We they get some people back again. We think we miss, especially in the UK and I. So where some of them people in the now so-called bloggers them. When they talk about Vision 2028 or 2028 agenda, we not reach it. We get something where we all now, including you and including most of the mediators them within this platform, we all now so don't collaborate. We all now so don't try to put we hands together for ensure for say we go protest for certain things that we go benefit district, but go benefit to party. The very people them. After them, where we all don't put with effort, we get people them way then at the corner, one way or the other, because of their own personal vendetta or their own personal agenda, then they try to demotivate other people them. So if the Secretary General, they try to bring we come together, the Secretary General, they try to talk to we all for make we stop or for make we relent from all them bad behavior then they take we no side. So I support them in statement with the IGI. Actually listen to them in the administrative head and also get for listen to the leader. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now as soon as we get a segment in the program when the news. Basically they give us a little bit of news inside Sierra Leone, which happened at Sierra Leone. So now we can go back to the technical team, let them play the news where we don't gather over the week from Sunday to Saturday, and we'll go play for Naya. So I understand the news will come after, but right now we get another video for play, another speech where they come from Alaji Fode Yansane. So we go press with the other commenters, and I know I'm very, very intelligent man. We know in politics more than anything else. So we go let and then the deputy chair. So technical team, Alaji Fode Yansane.
Lord, they no one can't talk. Waiting for talk Tuesday, they can't talk and now. It not go sweet again. But I want to say one plenty thank you. On behalf of me and my family, me picking them, I really appreciate that. Anybody, all man for no say this is APC. So maybe it's to say the talk of the loud person. For the rich state house. Don't come out.
I think we get slight problem there. The first play they keep going in and out of vision or fashion, whatever it is. But we get slight teething problem. So we will come back to that as we go along. We also get we wait for one of the other comrades we supposed to join us, where we want to can give it small analysis of the AGM yesterday. I think it's in the waiting room. As we are waiting to welcome him, I will just bring my coordinator. Let it just I think he had probably one question for us the deputy chair Malcolm.
Comrade, right. Okay, comrades. We don't listen to lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, with the National Secretary General, and of course we don't listen to waiting with Vice Chair at the districts APC U.K. and Ireland, with our comrade Malcolm Conte, which are waiting say. Now we no one for preempt anything, but as politicians, we they follow the trend of the politics with the happen in Sierra Leone. I want for make we start for begin to think about waiting at the expectations of Dr. Samura in message on Tuesday, because now that now everybody have a focus on right now. What did happen so right now in party office? Now ginger the ginger people them now for make everybody be prepared for the message that Dr. Samura got for pull. Because we don't see a lot not happen at the country in the last 5 years. And during the election, we see a lot happen against APC party. And after the elections, they continue for the beat the APC people them, shoot people them, kill people them, tear gas people them, where they try to demonstrate their rights, for exercise their own constitutional rights. And today, we don't come to a point where international observers in all kind of the country for can observe, for can mediate between we, the main opposition, and the incumbent government we've been there from 2018 to 2023 June. But as of now, we don't recognize this regime. We don't capture power so, and then they try for retain this power with their own, and we determine for give the people of Sierra Leone the ballot box. So we they expect Dr. Samura in message on Tuesday for be a very strong message, a well-determined message, a message where they stand with the position of what the people of Sierra Leone want. And when it give a message, we expect us the message where it give, not a message where it been give the last time where it gives 72 hours, then the 72 hours lapse and not do anything, it call the people of Sierra Leone for make them go vote. And we expect say this time around the message where it give the message, whatever it get for say in that message, they win an ultimatum to this defiant regime. We still sit down, they try to hold on to power we do not deserve. Make it be saying a message way solid and resolute. The people of Sierra Leone are ready and determined to go along with waiting Dr. Samura say because now in them vote for. So my own take on this, now in that, and I don't know if me vice chairman, we be there at the AGM yesterday, where the message at the AGM clearly say we get for stand by the party, make we forget about 2028. There's nothing like 2028, it need to exist, and we don't ever get an election 2028, we know that. So what we sabi, we won the election, Dr. Samoa Nana, the president-elect, and we want to make Ikana State House. Now that's now the message. I don't know if the vice chair himself go along with that same message. Over to you, vice chair.
Yeah, thank you very much, Comrade Owankasu. I just believe for say the June 24 concluded elections, the APC Winam and the OPC Winam in grand style. Waiting, I just believe again for make we expect from the leader is that number one, we get for expect some recommendations then we get for give. For example, recommendations that we get for give for the violation, the human rights violation that we country. And also number two, we get for talk about, you get for talk about the restoration of democracy in our country. We all believe for say as Sierra Leonean, in many years, we don't enjoy clean, free, fair, and transparent democracy in that country day. We also believe for say, as I mentioned earlier on the June 24 election, it be day in we favor. We also, I believe say, get for demand for the disaggregated results data by categories. Which I mean by this is that by district, by constituency, and by ward, by God in own power, I believe say, then data than the chairman of the way we call the national returning officer, when I'm Mohamed Kone, na electoral, na info do all anything, na info present them to we as APC. So the branch yesterday, we all don't agree on one thing. For say we get for ensure that we support the leadership na salon for make sure for say the recommendations them or the expectations we believe say we want, for example, the restoration. I mean, if we go back to the 2012, I mean, if we go back to the June 24 election, we ensure that we get the disaggregated data them. And then secondly, for the restoration of democracy in our country, and also for the current government, for let them stop for intimidate political people in that country day. So all anything in the by God in own power, I believe say under the leadership of Dr. Samoa Kamara, we will restore them. So how we get for support them? How we get for support them now so now the UK now by the steps them we already don't take. We all know for say yes, we all don't come out, we don't actually organize protests now various institutions them, we don't surrender with petition letters them. Una all know usa we don't surrender the petition letter for the one them the viewers them way no know usa we go surrender the petition letter number one. We don't do them as APC, we don't go surrender with petition letter na the Commonwealth Secretariat, which of course we are still awaiting the response from that. And we yesterday with Secretary General back again make a pronouncement for say in just believe for say the response where it gets first for the moment, at least for say they don't acknowledge we petition. I think that's not a good start. The second stage of the protest, I mean the second stage of the petition will get for take place. So I go advise the membership for make we all stay put, and as I say, make we focus on the ball, put we eyes on the ball, forget about 2028 for the time being. With 2028 the term reach, we go come that side, but now make we focus on the ball and make we support with leadership na salon for ensure for say waiting then they crave for the achiever.
Thank you very much, Deputy Chair, Comrade Malcolm. Okay, like we promised you earlier on, I think the audio done ready for the Deputy Chairperson in APC, Alaji Fode Yansane, so we can press that play now. So we all go listen and together and analyze. And we'll not get long again at the show. That'll be the end of the program, but we'll listen to her. And Deputy Chair Malcolm as well will give us a small analysis of what he will. So does me and Comrade Owakasu. Then we'll tell him a good night. So over to you, technical team, please.
What do we put on position paper? That paper they don't go to the AU, don't go to ECOWAS, they don't go to the Commonwealth. They all get certain core values and principles and way they respect. That you go by election for parliament, act will establish the law. For say, when you can't decide for one post na the police station. When you come on, the other you go again. Now the district level, they put in at the law, very clear. Section 92 is very clear. So then they ask. If this is the law, why would they call the law? The rule of law is better than the rule of man. Man they change, but the rule, the laws that will go through parliament. Then if you come to the conclusion, for saying this is not let me put it. So with following statement, what was your say, it is intact. Difference is the body, but then difference is not ever divided. We have an objective clearly defined, and we reach that objective. And the objective is final victory. There is victory. There is victory.
Okay, I think we don't come to the end of the speech by the Deputy Chair, Mr. Yansane. Una listen to what he say. Right now, waiting the APC they go through, particularly when you hear the APC song, everything that song resonates is what APC is going through right now. So whoever wrote that song many years ago did well, because that whole song just tells the whole picture waiting the APC party they go through right now. You know, all you need for to listen to the song and put onto the present is exactly what we're going through. So sometimes it's quite emotional when you hear the song, the victory song we play. Then you realize, oh, hold on a minute, isn't surviving, victory, denying, everything like that. So basically, that's what it is. But like how I tell you earlier on, we get a news segment. I think the news not ready, so we go straight over to the news. Technical team, please. Okay, we know this program. I'm not wait for people. Deputy Chair, please, you want to analyze a little bit to waiting. With Deputy Chair, you get about a minute or so. Come with Malcolm. Malcolm, please go ahead.
Yes, Fatia, go on.
You just want to analyze
Yes,
waiting we are here with Deputy Chair for the Yansane say, please.
Fatia, yeah, go on, Fatia, they get you.
You want to give us a quick analysis of the video, of the audio where we just played? For the Yansane in video with Deputy Chair, please.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, so okay, I just did do them very quickly because I know say yes, time they go. You get me? Okay.
Yes, please go ahead. Feel free.
Yes, I don't get you. I don't get you loud and clear. I get you loud and clear, Fatia. I get you loud and clear. All right. Okay. Waiting the deputy chairman, the deputy national chairman be the try for talk about Nayaso. Is that the rule of law? Waiting at the rule of law, because a lot of people sometimes go the waiting the Secretary General, they say, but they're not really, sometimes it can be difficult for the people go through that side. The rule of law basically now it show you now fundamental principles them, where they show you when our core values them, where they show you how somebody for behave, especially the limits them where the person gets in state powers. For example, the president in power where he gets. You understand? The rule of law, they tell you who's the president in power tap. You understand? And also the rule of law, they tell you how to protect the rights and the judicial independence, the independence of the judiciary back again. You understand? The rule of law back, they tell you who side the judiciary back again, their own power stop. Go back again to the executive. They show you back again who side the executive power stop. So now then they be try for talk about. Because of the current government, they get that one, they mixed up. Then they get the rule of law mixed up. Then they apply the rule of law, especially when it comes on this election or even it comes on democracy. Everybody they all over the place. So it try for advise this current government for say the rule of law has to be applicable na yaso, because without the rule of law, we know they get, for example, good electoral outcome them. Then we need to get good, we need to get justice for we people them. So the rule of law actually get to be applied. And secondly, it talk about the differences them, like the political within party where they divide we. It admonish we all say then differences then they make we not use then differences then they for continue for further divide we. In any political dispensation or in any political party, even in the UK, you get what you call the progressive people them, you get what you call the moderate people them, though you get even waiting like you say this na the center right or this na the center left or vice versa. We get people them, however, it try for advise them. If you know for say sometimes you get your differences them in opinion with this with the current leadership. Keep them aside first. Now that's the try for talk. Keep them aside. Make we see how we all as a party go unify behind any decision where the leadership want for take. So if you ask for make a articulate or make a say my own opinion, I think saying that the try for tell the people them.
Okay, thank you very much, Deputy Chair. Now I go over to the technical team once more for letting play the news for me, what we go use for close the program. Technical team, please, could you go ahead and play the news?
Fambul Unakushe and Kabo. This na summary of weekly news where they come out from the APC Diaspora TV Platform. And me where they bring to una this news, me na political thing. Now, news number one. The Deputy Chairman of the All People's Congress, Party Wina APC, Alhaji Dr. Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane, been talk na one interview and say, peace go only day we then serve justice to people. Dr. Alhaji Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane brought some instance of violence then we then perpetrate against in political party winner APC before, during and after June 24 elections. Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane also talk about the attack, the security forces they attack, where they attack the presidential candidate of the All People's Congress, Dr. Samura Mate Wilson Kamara, na mile 38, where he made come out in America. And he said that particular attack they may kill one person there. He also talk about the attack where they attack the All People's Congress on June 25th at APC party headquarters number 11A Old Railway Line, where they may kill one matron by the name of matron Hawa Dumbuya. Ambassador Usman Fodi Hassane continue and say the boycott of governance where the party do and say now decisions will come out from the membership of the All People's Congress for say APC for boycotts governance until the right thing be done, and continue and say they tell the ECSL for let them produce the data from polling station to polling station. He say, and this thing also they under the provision of the Public Elections Act. Ambassador Usman Fodi Hassane, this is say. News number 2. The U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary for West Africa, winner Michael Worth, be visits Sierra Leone. And during the visits, he go get meeting with the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, winner Dr. Mohamed Jule Jallo. And during that meeting day, and tell the Vice President say, waiting President Bio bin go talk na UN, say the US ambassador, the former US ambassador, been tell him for making tell Kone for making not announce the results. And say that particular statement the way President Bio be make na UN, and say not so true. And say the US government not ever tell him for making tell Kone for making not announce the results. Michael Witt may continue and tell Jule Jallo say the former US ambassador been tell Mohamed Kone for making announce results wey go affect democracy, and saying that the former US ambassador been tell Mohamed Kone, but for say the US government been tell President Bio for making tell Kone for making announce results, and say not to true. They only tell Kone for making announce results wey go affect democracy, and tell them for making announce results wey go reflect the will of the people, and saying that the US former ambassador been tell Mohamed Kone, the ECSL commissioner. And the Michael Welt continue and tell Julia Jallo say the US government still hold on to the MCC compact, and the United States no go forward the MCC compact to Salon if democracy no prevail. And say they still hold on to them compacts. If democracy no prevail, they no go forward the MCC compact to Salon. News number 3. Dr. Samura Mate Wilson Kamara be attend a cocktail meet dinner where the US ambassador to Sierra Leone, Mr. Brian Hunt, be invited to Samura Kamara for that particular cocktail day. And during that particular cocktail day, pictures them accommodate with Dr. Samura Kamara and David Senge with other members then. And some people in the talk, the public say, Samura Kamara for ever go on that particular meeting day, Samura Kamara for snap with them people in day. But mind you, the super world power, na the world, when America, na they invite Dr. Samura Kamara, and that particular pictures and they not get forever stop the decisions of the America where they don't take for say they not go support Salon if democracy not prevail. Them picture then they not get forever stop that. And also them particular pictures and they not go stop Dr. Samura Kamara the decision where he don't take. Them particular pictures and they not go stop the decision where other people they don't take for say democracy for prevail in the country. Now this our people they know. America, if they invite you by any program, it's supposed for go the America, then picture and they don't go stop them for take the decision the way they don't take. News number 3. The Chief Justice of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Justice Babatunde Edwards, don't assign 2 justices them for make them review the cases them where they na Pademba Road Correctional Center, and the 2 judges there where the Chief Justice be assigned na Justice Combat Commander and Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens. And then 2 judges there also the Chief Justice do assign for make them review all the cases them where they na Pademba Road Correctional Center. News number 4. The Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces don't institute an inquiry for the death of late Fode Aliu, where people call Big Fish. And that this particular inquiry also in raise volume to the public for say this particular big fish where they be kill, they be kill them, the old gun, the point by people. So if the armed forces be they inquire, about the death of this particular big fish, why make they not be inquire and do an inquiring for the kill where they may kill Evangelist Samson and McKinney, where they not be always gone, they not be always weapon, then kill them. The AXLAF not be institutes an inquiry for that. They kill them without no weapon. They kill them, all no weapon. They not be institute no inquiry for that. But big fish, kill where they kill them with gun. AXLAF institutes inquiry for that. So according to the news where they come from the public, the people say this na biasness from the AXLAF. So people this na news we I get for una this week. And this news they come out from the APC Diaspora TV Platform. And me, where they bring now this news all again, me na political thinker, head of JDK Media and Communications Unit, member, Council of APC Media Bloggers. Stay tuned and tune to the APC TV Platform where they bring to una issues coming from analysis. Thank you once more.
Thank you very much to the technical team for day in, day out for one of the breaking news to the people that really live outside of Sierra Leone. For some of us that don't normally watch the Sierra Leone news, so it's quite good that they pick the most important and the most delicate and the most vital news and valuable news. And let me say thank you so much because there's so much to talk about in Sierra Leone. I don't think we have a day or two to cover half of the stuff that happens. But it's quite important, like, for certain things to be highlighted to us, for we the diaspora to know and see what's happening in the future. That's just a snapshot, really, like that. You know what's happening, but the picture is bigger and wider. But thank you very much for bringing that to us. We get with last guest. He's only got a few minutes. I have to admit. But let us just give it a really analysis of the meeting yesterday. When I be your organizing secretary, when I be your boss of the United Kingdom here in APC U.K, and when I be organizing secretary for the district as whole. So I basically fall under him. So I will introduce him, and he's a comrade, he's a friend, he's a good person as far as I know, and he's a good laugh. We normally have a good laugh, particularly yesterday at the meeting. And it's the one and only, no other person but our organizing secretary, Khalil Kamra. Khalil, how are you?
Oh yes, Komi Fatia.
And why are you so late? I have to tell you off on air. Why are you so late?
There are issues behind personal circumstances anyway, but yeah, I communicated.
Thank
Anyway,
you so much, Khalil. Regarding Women They Talk, particularly this program was dedicated to the AGM alongside other things that are happening in Freetown. Not so much particularly, but just had up here and there. We just blend them in. Watching at your, because obviously we come to the end of the show, but it is at the end of the show. Watching at your quick analysis of the meeting, how successful do you think the meeting is, particularly as an organizing secretary? So I want you to come from that angle. Watching that we achieve the success and the do not for next time. Wait till you feel, particularly as the organizing secretary. Who was in charge of that program?
well, as usual, the function of organizing secretary now for planning coordinate affairs within any event we get. And fact enough, Una did a fantastic job. All the constituency organizing secretaries, the planning teams, Una did a fantastic job. And the essence of holding an AGM or any political gathering, now the feel-good effect. when I do me statistics yesterday, I can say 80% of people were just so happy that it went the way it went. You know, surprisingly, people then feel so happy when the financial secretary was able to give a guide outline of everything. People then say, "Oh, this is really good, a good beginning." So I certainly believe we'll go ahead with that. And of course, like I said, the constituencies them will actively work. So that feel good effect is felt there. So to me, as the chief organizing secretary for the entire district, I just get for continuously to compliment people and for them collectively the work as we work. And the Manchester team, where necessary host we, the guys worked tremendously. So the program itself is a success. However, the lapses of time management, that one day we don't day interrupt, and I certainly believe we just get for emphasize will not get for continue this way because a lot of smaller things that happen, but I certainly believe we will be able to manage the time. But obviously, the time management was a bit poor. That we get for work on. But as a whole, when you talk about membership satisfaction, I can assure you 80 to 85% we are really satisfied with the way the program went. So this I can say about events. Yeah.
Okay, Comrade Amukaleo. Waiting that you key points yesterday, what you go take out of that meeting in terms of all the speech, the chairman's speech, Chairman Catman, and so on and so forth, senior comrades. Waiting that you particular key points that you feature will emphasize yesterday, and the APC party stand on it. Waiting that you pick one point out and analyze and point. Because we have discussed as a whole.
Well, the thing about everything we went yesterday, when it compared to all the speakers, them things that were very unique in everything way they talk is about resilience and hope. Hope, resilience, and be faithful at all times. So, waiting me read yesterday, Chairman Katama make a very clear say it is just a must for humanity, for everybody, for what we understand. Say, at certain point of a time, even your home, it get a problem, but no means say una for break. We have to fight them and come together and move on. Chairman Simeon, in a short period we talk, it make them very simple. He did there for acknowledge everybody we don't work the past. He respect them. People that we do within the present, he respect them, and he certainly believe it pave the way for the future. So they find out that the communication is just constantly be involved with how we they always have together, how we they work as a team, how we they promote the idea of the APC way for be above all else and relax from this issue or refrain from the issue of selfishness and look at the bigger picture of you doing something, are you doing it to yourself, are you doing it to APC? The answer is if it's a cause you are promoting for APC, just be resilient, be faithful, and be hopeful. That's the message where the leaders them they all try for express yesterday, and it was well absorbed by the members of OBD. The people are so happy. Then the clap. Then it was the atmosphere, the ambience was just magnificent, and that is what we feel proud as organizer. With Fatia, you play a big role as well. So keep it going like this. And the PRO was exemplary. The media team exemplary. So we just believe say we are working in the right destination, not right direction, but the right destination.
Okay. Thank you, Comrade Kaleo. I know say we coordinate the national PR for the UK, and I just get a few questions for you. But the final question I want to put to you, I think we're heading to Bristol, if I'm not mistaken. But if I am, please, I stand to be corrected. Waiting at the plan where you get for the Bristol people. The APC Bristol, waiting at the plan, how you go get for work with them for them to replicate it successfully happen in Manchester.
Oh well, we get for no. I don't know if now the next AGM now Bristol. I don't know.
I think somebody mentioned it. So
because I honestly believe we did Bristol before we get into.
Are we not going around the circle again?
So if it's Bristol, the same thing. Like I say, the organizing team as a unit, we all know Fatia. You just know how they work. Now, nothing so deviated because it's only like giving more powers to people and follow them work hard and make them come out of their shell because the end result here is about everybody coming together and making, the job easier. We certainly enough with the new executive of the constituencies, the like of the VCs, the chairman, the financial secretary, treasurers, secretaries, everybody coming around this time for complement the work of the organizing secretary of the constituencies, which equally enough make it easier for the district, is a good system. But like I say, the planning and coordination, it could be somehow this time around, we will ensure that we get a way how we communicate. That the little gaps and lapses them way we get before this election, because it's not about people going there, but right through the process, how they went there, then we concerned. So we all get for come as a unit, we get a way how we work on teams and flyers, whatever it is that has to make APC image diaspora or project them to the way I want it get for be in that format. So I honestly believe the team is there. Fatia will say you there, and other people that will send in there will be no lapse. I certainly believe, because you are very bold for see things and see it and sorted. That's what I believe in.
Okay,
so
thank you very much, Kelly. Over to you, coordinator.
Right. Thank you very much. Welcome, Mr. Khalid Kamara. I don't listen to you. The first report on the AGM. I understand, say, yourself gets a view of the last news we happen with news bulletin. We can come out every week, and you listen to them. But just before that, we don't play two audios them. One of which na the National Secretary General, we na Lansana Dunguya, we give a statement by in late wife in Benin. And after that audio, we also play another audio. We na the National Secretary, no, sorry, the Vice Chairman of the APC, we na Ambassador Alaji Usman Fode Yansane, instead of give his own statements by the Benin. And we be done the discuss, but I won't forget you take on that. I just want to highlight, say, Lansana Doumbia talk about the regime, they continue for go arrest people them, including the rural districts chairman, Athena Kasho, they talk about. They want to go arrest them, they want to do certain things then to certain people them, but yet they are talking about peace talk. And it talks, say, peace talk, if they're really serious about them, then ready for go sit down and peace talk. But if they're not ready for the peace talk, they go around arresting people, intimidating people, continue for undermine the peace, they will give them pieces. So now the highlight of Lansana Doumbia and talk that one day. But then the highlight of Payansane in talk, he say the rule of law must be respected, not to the rule of man. The rule of man will fail, but the rule of law will stand supreme. So you see, when they go up on the negotiation, and the laws, now they go get for apply. The laws of the country, the laws of the international community about human rights, then go get for apply. And overall, until we say on Tuesday, Dr. Samura Kamara, they come out with a statement. So the entire crowd, they're very hopeful that that statement that Dr. Samura Kamara come with will be one of the statements that we will not see before. And we get to be resolute about that. So with this small analysis, we don't gather, waiting na your own expectation of waiting Dr. Samuel Kamara for Kangiwi on Tuesday. Over to you.
Thing where Dr. Samura, where the position doing Dr. Samura again for say, I honestly believe, prior to him being elected, he was not my candidate. That's for sure. when he was elected, because there was a vacuum for leadership, and me being a person who I believe say he was, I mean, not been person who actually been dead there fulfilling a vacuum there. However, when he was elected, and then I get for no I'm better. The little time I get for no Dr. Samura, I realize the attributes of leadership in him. I see somebody where a compassionate to humanity, because you know go rule people the way you know get that love for them. You know, when that little time I get for you know Dr. Samura, we talk. I see that leader way very disciplined. He smiles, he do everything. You can see him somewhere, but he knows he believe in best practices. That now UKI show we there was a time when certain things will happen around me. He put his stop. You know, I bring her up where everybody understands it. He's not going that way. So I believe in somebody who really by himself is disciplined. He can manage situations. So people they don't say a lot. A lot of people they don't say whatever. And that thing in a way, again, that courage for like they accept the bad views of people and the negative things about people that we not to blow off. That alone itself now another leadership quality. So coming to the time where you get for candidate in speech, we get for expect a speech from a leader where I certainly believe he is very resilient, he determined, now a man where get a vision and where within that vision he get a mission where he know the jump. He getting team already, he getting people already for work for him. He will not let the people down until that goal is achieved. That message will be sent to the general membership and the people of Sierra Leone. Say, I'm not going to let you down. Una don't put me before for a purpose, and I'm here to serve Una because I love Una. I'm compassionate, I'm a patriot, and I want to see the best of the nation. So people can get for expect the positive thing in them because people they don't lack hope. When things and they happen. So somebody should be there for can give that hope there. Right now, everything just they go. Look what you did they talk, but how the opposition they harass people of influence within the party. This is a way to break the system. When you want to break a system, now coalition enough for allow. And a coalition in any organization whereby people of like-minded people who are strong in some things and for now in the move organization. But if you break 90 then you finally don't break the system. And that's what the strategy of SLPP. They want to break the system of APC, rendering us in chaos, whereby everybody think your way, this the threat in that one day. That's the thing when they do. But I go call on everybody. Let me accept say this can for happen, but let us stay focused. Even if they do resiliency for continue, they not for let you down. So Dr. Samuel Kamara, it come on that day, it give a speech of hope and let the people become fearless. Because the fear mongering, the everything, people don't tire and they don't feel so bad. So the only thing we don't go for elect for is somebody we then elect we them believes in the leader for giving guidance. And waiting in for can tell them a message of hope, a message of trust, a message of believing in Dr. Samura and the APC, and be hopeful say Sierra could come to Usaida once again. So if you get for ask me, this is my submission, and that's what I think Dr. Samuel will bring forward to the nation.
All right, thank you very much. We'll give you submission on that level day, and we all hope that Dr. Samuel Kamara come up with a strong message, because if we don't come up with a message before, we give an ultimatum of 72 hours, the one day lapse, and then we not see much. It's say for go votes, and the people will not be expecting voting to take place. But indeed, who votes, Dr. Samuel Kamara win the elections. Unfortunately, then people also usurp the power from him and still they hold the country to ransom. And democracy, they at a very, very serious threat at the moment. What we expect tomorrow, Tuesday's message will be a very, very powerful message, very strong message. We will be a very resolute one. We get the new destination, as I can learn the word from you. It's not a new direction anymore, it's a new destination. I believe for say it's correct. And that direction they go, that destination will be the one we all will follow after Tuesday. As the organizing secretary of the APC UK and Ireland, with your experience and your skills, you don't do yeah. So Mr. Kali just respond to an emergency quickly. You come back. as the organizing secretary of the APC UK and Ireland, you don't do it very well in organizing this one whole AGM. And for some of we, the AGM, I would say, is one of the most camaraderie AGM. We will not see any sonko. We don't see any threat of sonko. We don't see anybody that creates any problems. Rather, what we see recognition of the hard work of people that we don't serve with. The one that we don't work for we previously, we not they in position today. How they come, they patronize it we. And one of them, that the highlight way they introduce with chairman, we if they cancer. We see Comrade Adams Bangura come inside with them, match with them, dance with them, till they reach na the high table. That was one of the highlights that we are really, appreciate from Comrade Adams Bangura. It show leadership in that, it show comradeship in that, and it shows yes, he's willing to work with this executive for move on before, because now one of the people that we get talent we need inside with APC now this district, and we not for take and lightly, we for continue for work with them and see how best it go before help we. Which is that you won't take on that level day, which is that you won't highlight on that particular meeting day.
I believe those are me and all other people and we kind of the day inside for plan and ensuring that people them, because the one thing will happen the time we get a bit of problem, so people forget them people and they be seated, so the strategy for acknowledgement it was in place. And one thing for sure we I honestly believe, the world of today and wherever you are, relevancy na in the main point. When you render somebody relevant, that person they go there for you all the time. And I they learned from our Chief Mambolo. Chief Mambolo's in for that call we will call him and recognize him. He say for now, even if they say pay £500 every week in the gap. So these are just the things them way relevance they show out. We get for the recognized people them, and not only just saying it to them, calling them, say, hey, thank you very much, but make it known to the crowd there that yes, you are respected, you've been doing things that are we all really, really accept. And to be honest, that not the thing will make that event day with all other things that we for be expect. That was the tranquilizer. That makes the event a success because people felt, oh, they are satisfied, they recognize them. And secondly, even this financial report where people like we kind of like it, why would they do financial reports? Some still will be get some skepticism, something will be skeptic in some one way or the other. But to be honest, the financial sector was just spot on. They didn't get everything available for sure. Say yes, you ready for give anytime they request for financial report, you ready for give out. That's a plus. So to be honest, everything went well. Everything went well. And me, waiting me do a kind of going around people that ask them what is missing, but the one thing that the emphasis of the time. But all other structures at the time, how we coordinate the event, how we people the host the way they accept we, the messages they wake up at the event, they were one simple solid message: follow the cause of the APC, stay hopeful, be resilient, follow the leadership. APC is for you, APC is for the nation. Coordinator, you did a fantastic job yesterday, and I get for say it again. APC, the people away they elect right now, so now people are ready for serve. And I honestly believe this could be the reason why the confusion are there, because they are elected members and people that they elect them, so they want to see what they do. And it was felt yesterday. So I thank you very much again for your own contribution and everybody else who been there. It was fantastic. Now, a family union for sure.
Thank you very much. I wish this meeting or this discussion for we continue, or if you get time for come early, for we don't, for we don't touch in a lot of area them. But nevertheless, we still get for do another day for bring yourself inside this platform for can talk about other issues them where they affect the APC and of course the activities of we own district as well. But before Fatia come in and for round them up finally. Somebody asked a question about the proof. Michael Coker, welcome. You ask, say, waiting at the proof for, say, Dr. Samakama win. My own answer to your question is that the proof na Mohamed Kone in refusal for give the disaggregated results to the people of Sierra Leone. Because as the electoral returning officer, you get the rights for show we who say you pull the figures for announce who are the winner. If you don't go announce a winner, then you don't bring the figures out for tell me how that person they win. That means say now a proof for say not to him win and that the other person win. So if I say Dr. Samuel Kaman I win that election day, I am correct technically because the one we go announce, then they can tell me something. We just swallow hook line and sinker, like for say we na dokunu them. No, we not to dokunu them. We na civilized people them. Sierra Leone a country, we na a law country. So if the man refuse for bring out the disaggregated results from center to center, then obviously he lost the election. So we they assume say that Dr. Samuel na winner. But we said that we don't proof back. We get we RR forms then, the day intact, and according to we RR forms, we believe say we win the elections. Dr. Samuel Kama win the elections. So now the proof that they only go give you. But unfortunately, we're not able to go into tete-a-tete deliberation on this one. I want to tell you thank you for asking that question. And hopefully, let we look forward to Dr. Samuel Kamara in message on Tuesday. Yeah? And I hope say you go stay online for watch and see how we go. Fatia, over to you. And hopefully we will get for bring Khalid back and another day for can discuss more topic there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody. Shout out to everybody online where they join me week in, week day out. I'm very grateful for the support and the help so far. Please, like I always say, the conversation carries on. Not when we switch off, we stop, we carry on. Please, subscribe to the channel, APC Diaspora TV online officially. Like the comment, share the like to the conversation carry on. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We're very, 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 very much grateful. And like how when I don't watch you, don't talk about the AGM meeting, what's are the achievements, how what we achieve, what we not achieve, what we will improve next time. Then also we don't do a small analysis of Dr. Alhaji Fode Usman Yassane in video, the audio, we don't analyze them for now, don't tell you now waiting and we take on it. And also so we guest and do the same thing as well. And also the Secretary General Renaissance and in audio as well. We don't analyze them for now. We tell you now waiting and we take and also we guest them also do the new analysis. And furthermore, we don't go into the news as well. What's in the happen after, like I said, it's just a little drop of the ocean, but we tend to pick the most interesting news and the one we feel say matter at this particular time. Not that the rest don't matter, but at this particular present time, in real time, that matters more than the other. Because we get to weigh them up and decide which one is better. So Una, thank you for Una joining us. We're here again with you next week, Sunday. I think it's the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. So right now, I'll say good night, good evening, and we'll talk to Una all later. From everybody on the platform, thanks to the technical team, JS, Dr. Danke, Melvin, we've got our wonderful Melvin Thomas, and also Delvin Thomas, sorry, let me call him the man Melvin. Delvin Thomas, and also Mo. And I thank you to the co-host, guest, Khalil, and also Chairman Malcolm as well. Thank you, good night, good evening, and bye-bye. See you later next week.
I see me live by the strength. Big body change by your man. Remind me first for yourself. For you, please come by us soul. Inside come by us soul. Some people in bad, some people in bad inside. This week come by us soul. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's continue the dance. Never mind. Anyway, we'll finish. I just want to say, when I see what we want for technical, more the post style, it gets style with here. So, thank you very much. Good night.